Shoot the ball. You can hear it from here. Dawkins makes that two-pointer. 3-2 in the early going at 6:47. Cardinal Hayes takes the ball away. Gets it out front. Here's Williams with the ball. He's looking for inside. Gets a pick from Cisse. He jumps a 10-footer up, off the glass, no good. And Preston retains control for Charlotte. It's coming the other way. They work the ball to the left-hand side. Underneath, smallest guy in the court, gives it off. No shot, a second chance. This went off too. Charlotte has the ball this time. Here's Bennett trying to look for a shot. He gets it off to Tharrington, no good. Follow-up, no good. Can they get a third chance at this? No. Cardinal Hayes has it, and they're driving. Toussaint, a backhanded shot, gets it in. What a nice shot that was.
What a shot. Dan, both teams are trying to play the game of the paint.
That shot was like I wanted to do it in 8th grade.
Yeah, he did.
Never happened for me. 5-4. Charlotte on top. Preston has it. Ball's deflected, taken away, and here come the Cardinals. Long pass, and now we're a little sloppy now. Need to probably slow it down a bit. Tharrington is the leader with the point guard. Gets it underneath the Preston. Up, off the glass, and no good.
Shot.
Tharrington follow up in the lane. He's got it. Bounces in. Very impressive follow up there. 7-4, Charlotte Christian. Cardinal Hayes very deliberate now. They probably have a few turnovers at this point that they did not want to have going in. Murray has it. He's one-on-one against Bennett. Drives, gets it off to Cisse. A 5-footer's airball the other side. And here's Tharrington once again on the run. He passes it, throws it away. Here come the Cardinals. Cisse has got this one. Goodness gracious. He could put that off the glass. 6'9", and he looks great. 6'9", junior.
Let's see if they'll get the ball inside.
Preston sets a screen, but Tharrington doesn't take it. It's in the corner now. It's got to Preston again. Does a head fake on Cisse. Doesn't take the shot. Murray to Williams. Now Williams will try to drive, and he's a little out of control, and we'll see where the ball goes here. Ball's going to Cardinal Hayes. Substitutions for Cardinal Hayes. We have Richardson, and we have Martinez into the game. 7-6 in the early going. 3:48 left in the first quarter. Dan Mason alongside Jonathan Love to bring you the third place game for the Gonzaga DC Classic. Murray looking for a shot, gets it off to Williams. Here's Martinez, nothing there. Ball goes out of bounds. The Cardinals have retained possession. Schrader checks in for Charlotte, along with Brown. Schrader, by the way, was the team's quarterback in football, Jonathan.
Is that right?
6'5", big guy, a junior. Murray and Williams control the front court. Williams will take this shot. He's got it. That looked good. Got a 15-footer off the right end swish. Nothing but nylon there. 8-7. Cardinal Hayes on top. Tharrington. Preston has it. He drives a paint. He's double-teamed down there. Tries to spins around right, and he's fouled.
Cardinal Hayes has been using his press, and Charlotte Christian's broken the press now on 2 or 3 different occasions. So
foul was on Martinez. It's his first. Preston at the line. Shot's no good. He'll get another one.
I just got to log in, so I'm going to take this one.
3 minutes and 1 second. Preston ties the game at 8. So that's our first tie we've seen at 8. Make a note of that. Here's Williams against Bennett, and he got it in.
What a shot.
Off the glass and in.
What a shot. This kid's a great athlete. He's got a lot of endurance, good speed, good strength.
He's a leading rebounder on the team. Taking away another turnover. Toussaint has it. Off the glass, no good. And here come the Knights. Oh, a slip, and Toussaint got it underneath for the layup, and it's good. 5-point lead. 2:18 left.
They're back at the press again. Cardinal Hayes is pressing, and the guards are stealing the ball.
It's like a two-man trap there.
It is.
As soon as they cross the center line, they're doubled. The offensive person is double teamed. The last 2 times up, it's caused a turnover. But we got a foul on Murray for Cardinal Hayes. Terrell Brown. He has it out front to Bennett, to Brown. Inside to Schrader. He'll put up a 5-footer. No good. He gets his own rebound and puts
what
it
a
in.
shot. What a shot. Good hustle, young man.
Nice second chance there for Schrader. 13-10. Only a minute 46 in the first quarter. Bad pass and thrown away. Toussaint tried to get it under the basket. Did not happen for him. And Reeves, take that back. Adam Cisse checks back into the game. He's going to replace Richardson. Press is still on. Schrader has it. He crosses the timeline. Here he goes all the way. And he just powered his way through that time and picks up a foul.
It's a distinct advantage to have a power forward that can dribble the basketball the way Schrader can. He went straight to the hoop, took the ball from midcourt.
I believe that was called on Cisse, that foul.
They need Cisse. He got in foul trouble earlier in the tournament, and they need him. They're going to need him in the game.
13-11, 1:39 left. Minute 35. Williams has it. Deep in the corner to Murray. Back out front, Williams against Schrader. That's a mismatch. Here goes Murray.
Cisse.
Schrader will pick up this foul for Charlotte.
Looks like it's a foul on Preston.
Yep, you're right. That would really hurt the Knights if Preston got in early foul trouble, Jonathan.
Oh. Given the defensive intensity of both of these teams thus far, I think the bench play will be a factor now. If you're going to maintain the press for the entire game, you're going to need a good solid bench to come in. Cisse's got good form, good shot.
15-12, a minute 21. Schrader looking up court, gets it to Bennett. Bennett directing traffic now at a minute 8. He hustles, has no fear. Brown has it for the Knights. To Hudson. Now Hudson will drive the lane. He's got 2 defenders on him. Spins around and lays it in.
What a good pump fake, good head fake.
Double teamed, and he split the defense and put it in. 40 seconds. 15-14. Cardinal Hayes on top now. Here's Williams. Crisscross pass. Dangerous pass, by the way, to Toussaint. Now he'll drive the lane. On the way, a three-pointer. What a shot. Nice shot by Jonte Williams.
Jonte Williams is a little fire. He's an engine.
You bet. So we've finished the first quarter, and Cardinal Hayes 18, the Charlotte Christian Knights 14. Now here's Jonathan Love to thank some of our fine sponsors.
Yes. Dan, we're very fortunate to have sponsors by PricewaterhouseCoopers. They're providing industry-focused services for public and private clients. And the Malloy Automotive Group out of Woodbridge, Charlottesville, and Winchester, Virginia. Also, we thank Palm Facility Services for all of their janitorial and building maintenance and construction cleaning services. They've really been a big help for the tournament here. We also thank the hotels that have sponsored and put up these young men as they've come from out of town. The Grand Hyatt on 8th Street. Their motto is take a break from the routine. It's good not to be home.
Well, we begin the second period, and the Cardinals have a 4-point lead. Their leading scorer so far, Jonte Williams, with 8 points. And he's put on a clinic so far. Really has driven this team.
He's a fearless player. It's been fun to watch him play. If he can keep his endurance, he'll be a power for Cardinal Hayes.
I think the Knights have to get Preston more involved. He's got to get under the basket to make those scores like he always does. Like you said earlier, Jonathan, he's on his way to Liberty College. Here comes the pass inbound to Bennett. Bennett to Tarrington. Back out front, Tarrington to try a three. Off to the right side, no good. And here come the Cardinals. Williams wants to go all the way in the paint, and it's knocked out of bounds.
We could see a shot chart. I think that the teams that are going to the paint are the teams that are having the greater success.
I surely believe that. It's a higher percentage shot, and it's at this level, it's the better way to do it. Williams misses a shot, and the Knights have it. Schrader across the timeline. That guy is quick. Another turnover.
There's Jonte Williams again.
There's a baseball pass. Toussaint has it. Up and in.
What a shot. What a shot.
Joe's only 6 feet, and he's up against a 6'5" Schrader, and you know where he landed, right on the floor.
He sure did.
20-14. Hudson.
It's a good-looking kid, number 4 there, Paul Hudson. Good-looking young man.
One of the leading rebounders of the team. Cardinal Hayes is quickly back and right back down the floor. Deep in the corner to Sant. No good. Hudson retains possession with his leading rebounding style. Bennett has it. He'll shoot a three. He's got it.
Good shot by Bennett.
High arcing shot by Bennett, and bam, right through the net. 2019 now. Cardinal Hayes with a 1-point lead, and Charlotte's got the ball. Another turnover. Costly turnovers are hurting them. Underneath, Murray lays it in. 6-18, a 3-point lead for Cardinal Hayes. Here's Schrader. Bounces it in.
Good shot by Schrader.
Garrett Schrader, a 6'5" junior forward. Cuts the lead to 1.
This might be the best defense for Charlotte Christian, this zone defense with a power point forward.
Tight game. Here's Cisse with a 20-footer. No good.
Charlotte Christian will have Cisse shoot that shot all the time, 15 feet from the basket.
Schrader to Preston. He's one-on-one against Cisse. He loses the ball. Another turnover. Toussaint is very fast up the floor. Long shot out of the corner by Williams. He's got a three. It's 25-21. 5:22. And the Knights are shooting a blistering 50%, but yet they trail by 6 points. Most likely it's because of the turnover factor that's happened.
I think so. Well, Coach Miller started the game for the Cardinals with a half-court press and full-court press, and that press has been very effective. They've had at least 3 or 4 turnovers from that press, which have led to probably as many as 6 to 8 points.
5 minutes, 12 seconds left in the second quarter. Cardinal Hayes is up by 6, 27-21.
Looks like we've got a sub in the game for Charlotte Christian. It's number 2, Logan Jones, 6'3" sophomore.
Bennett inbounds the ball for the Knights. That press is back. Tarrington back to Bennett. Tarrington, the point guard, the junior 6'3" point guard, to try to find a way to get that ball down inside. He's got got Hudson, and he's got Preston. There they go. They get it to Preston. Off the glass, he puts it in. That's what the doctor ordered right there.
Shot. That kid looks really good. Turn around, soft shot, high off the glass.
He had the position that time. 4:35 left, 27-23. Cardinal Hayes on top. There's a three-pointer by Cardinal Hayes. It won't go. Richardson tried that. Running. Williams is so quick down there to Dawkins in the corner, back out front to Martinez. He'll shoot a three. No. Bad pass by Tarrington. Williams has it. He'll shoot a three. Nothing doing there. Here come the Knights, down by 2 with 2:23 left. Harrington tries to set the offense to Bennett on the right. Inside to Hudson. Tarrington will shoot this one. He's got it.
Good shot. They're moving the ball around.
J.C. Tharrington gets on the board. Knights on top by 1. Out of control shot there by Cardinal Hayes, and the Knights are running again. Tharrington to Hudson. He slams it home. He was on a roll that time. 1:46, and the Knights are up by 3. Jonathan, you mentioned they had the secret sauce. That might be coming to fruition right now.
I think so. If they get the ball down low, they're going to kick it out, shoot the threes, but they need to take it down and pound the paint.
Schrader comes back in the game, Garrett Schrader, and Bennett will sit down. Schrader seems to make a difference when he's in there. He's a strong kid.
Strong kid, big kid, can handle the ball.
Now Cardinal Hayes will try to slow it down just a little bit. 1:30 is all that's left in this half. Here comes Martinez. Off the glass, and the Knights have it. Once again, Hudson with the rebound.
Whoa.
Oh, my goodness, that was a slip. There's a foul under there. Williams went down, or rather, Utasawa, he went down hard that time. Very hard on the glass.
Yeah, he's still on the floor. This will be a really interesting development here, Dan, because if it's on Jonte Williams, that will be his 3rd foul.
We're still waiting for a signal from the officials. I don't believe that they might not be calling a foul here.
Huh.
He really hit the floor hard. Seems to be okay, though.
Well, all 3 refs saw the play and didn't call a foul.
Seem to have still some wet spots on the floor that need to come up. I think they say it's okay now. We'll reset this. 1:16 left in the second half. Charlotte, 32. Cardinal Hayes, 29. So far, this has been a bitterly fought game.
Very bitterly fought. And now, Dan, we got a new development here. We've got Charlotte Christian that's putting a press on. Now Charlotte Christian's turning to see if okay, it's a loose press, not a tight press.
Dawkins to bring it up over the timeline. He's one-on-one against Hudson. Swings the ball to the left. Once again, Williams has it. Martinez to Williams. The ball goes out of bounds on a bad pass. That's not what they needed to do. 57.4 seconds left. 32-29. The Knights are on top. Now Tharrington will play. We're with under a minute now. Hudson has it. Looks around. Looking to get it off. Finds Preston. Shoots a long 3. That's no good. Dawkins is back quickly. Richardson will try one. No good. Dawkins slams that in, and Dawkins just powered that in, Jonathan.
He did.
23 seconds. Knights by 1. 30.
Came out early on, gave him a blow, and he came back in and he did real well. But he's going to have to stay low to the basket if Cardinal Hayes is going to start scoring some points in the paint. The guards can get inside, they're quick, but when they get down there with the trees, they're going to have to make a circuit shot in order to in order to score, and that's where you need your big men. So let's see what they'll do for the second half, but I believe they're going to come back. These New York teams play very competitive basketball.
He just joined us. Charlotte leads 34-31 over Cardinal Hayes. We entered the second half, and don't forget, 1 hour from now, it'll be the final of the Gonzaga DC Classic with the Gonzaga Purple Eagles, our own Gonzaga Purple Eagles, taking on Roman Catholic. That game is scheduled for about 1 hour from right now. Might be good time, Jonathan, to talk about our fine sponsors who have brought so many good things to the tournament.
I tell you, we're essentially grateful to all of these sponsors. There's Lynch Retirement Investment Group. I know John Lynch personally, outstanding money manager and investor. He's a partner in retirement. Also, we thank the Barking Dog of Bethesda. They give us something to bark about, and we're pretty darn happy with the food that they provided for the coaches that have come from afar and for the players as well. Cavalier Logistics. Your success is our mission. John McLaughlin is the officer of Cavalier Logistics. Also, Cushman & Wakefield, they're a global real estate services firm. Very thankful to them. United Bank, they're the community bank for the nation's capital. We bank with United.com. Kroll & Mooring Law Firm, they provide litigation, transaction, and regulatory services. Very prominent law firm in Washington, D.C. And we also thank the Italian Store. They're the very best gourmet delicatessen in Northern Virginia, located in Lyons Village Shopping Center in Arlington, Virginia.
I'd like to try that Italian Store. You been there?
Dan, not only have we been there, they provide a lot of the food for this tournament. We have an Eagle's Nest where the coaches from all of the colleges that have come here, and we must have had no fewer than 15 or 20 colleges that have come, sent scouts and coaches to come and scout these teams. And the Italian Store provides a lot of the food that we provide to the coaches, along with Jerry Subs and the Barking Dog. They've been great sponsors for us over the years.
Now, where can I find this room? Because I'd like to visit that room myself.
Hey, I got the secret key to the back door, my man.
That's where I'll be right after this game.
They got some good food there.
It'll be about dinner time here. We'll be started here in about a minute. And Charlotte is on top, 34-31. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. Dan Mason and Jonathan Law and the whole crew. Everybody's awaiting the championship game, Purple Eagles. And probably should spend a little time talking about Gonzaga this year, Jonathan. How does this team, what's the difference in this team versus Gonzaga teams of the past?
You know, this team here, Coach is using his players to the best of their abilities. And what I mean by that is this. You know, we lost Chris Likes last year. He was an outstanding point guard. He's at the University of Miami. Speed and quickness, power, intelligence, just a great basketball player. But now the coach is having one of his seniors, senior players, Miles Dredd, who's about 6'7", and he's been the point forward. And he's been running the point, and he's got a great three-point shot, and he's a heady basketball player. So he's basically putting his senior leadership in a position to lead, and those two sophomore bookends are playing great basketball. They're going to be a real force to deal with as the years come on. But this year, they're a solid team. They always play with the same kind of intensity, defensive intensity, high energy on the floor. They're an endurance contest. So if you didn't bring your track shoes to run with this team, you're going to be left in the dust.
That's always been a hallmark of Gonzaga basketball, even before Coach Turner, that precedes him. I mean, high-intensity defense, high-intensity offense. It's like the trademark for the school.
Yeah, it'll be a really good game because Roman Catholic also plays with some intensity. The Philadelphia schools teams, they play angry. They play to win, and so that's going to be a real good championship game.
I noticed on the roster, it looked to me like Gonzaga had a slight advantage in height, but to your point, the tenacity that Roman Catholic will come out here with will certainly overcome any type of a height advantage that Gonzaga may or may not have.
Yeah, without a doubt.
We're ready to go. Inbound to DeSant. He'll come over the timeline. Gets it off to Williams. Murray, right out of the box, hits a three. 34-34, our third tie of this game. Tharrington had a hot hand towards the end of the first half. He hit that three. He gets it off to Bennett inside. Here comes Hudson. He got it.
There it is.
Paul is driving the line and just laid it gracefully off into the net.
Paul Hudson is 6 for 6. He's playing good basketball today.
2-point lead for the Knights. Murray will try a three. Cisse gets the rebound to Murray. It goes to Williams. Williams will look to reset the offense with incredible quickness. Dawkins to Murray. Drives under the basket, can't get it. Preston with a rebound. Hudson, one-on-one against Dawkins, and Dawkins, well, I believe they're going to. No, that will be a clean block, I believe. Tharrington has the ball.
Hudson's a disciplined ball player. He's staying right down low, right where the coaches told him to score, and he's doing real well.
Gets a pass into Preston. Preston sends it back out to Bennett. Bennett with Tharrington deep in the left corner. He loses the ball. Another turnover, and here come the Cardinals. Down by 2. They'd like to nail another tie here. Toussaint slips, but still is able to keep his dribble and gets it back out to Williams. Now they'll go to the left side to see if they can work anything out. Dawkins is deep in the left corner, but here comes Williams driving the paint high off the glass and no good. The Knights are on the run, and they got the fast break in the numbers and lays. Oh, what a shot by Paul Hudson.
Paul Hudson is playing an outstanding game. He's running the floor.
3-on-1 fast break, and they got it. 4-point lead now for the Knights.
Gotta love it when your power forward runs the floor.
Got to cut down on the turnovers by Cardinal Hayes to get back into this game. Great shot there out of the corner by Williams. Jonte Williams, the leading scorer. He might be the game's leading scorer. That would give him 14. 5:39 left in the third quarter. Preston holds the ball high over his head, gets it to Tharrington. He puts a 5-footer up off right through. What's it like a floater and just laid it in. 3-point lead now.
Charlotte Christian's in a 3-2 zone defense.
Williams bounce pass to Dawkins. It's blocked. Nice block by Hudson there. Cardinals have retained possession. Hudson is playing a whale of a game.
He really is.
Knights are shooting 55% so far from the field. Cisse finally makes a basket.
I think that was number 10, Terry Dawkins.
I'll take that back. Thank you. 40-39. Preston with a 15-footer, no good. Cardinal Hayes on the run, slapped out of his hands, and Bennett gets it to Hudson. Here he goes again.
What a play.
He'll pick up the foul. He'll draw the foul, I should say. I believe that one will go on Cisse. That'll be his second. Paul can have increased that lead here. First shot. 4:54 now in the third quarter. The Gonzaga DC Classic is underway. This is the third place consolation game. Second shot. That puts the Knights up by 3. We've had trouble so far getting it into Cisse. 3-point play by Williams. Dawkins tries to take a second at it, but it gets slapped away, and here come the Knights. Bennett. He has the basket. Toussaint out front to Murray. Murray will launch one. Bounced in. Banked that thing right in. The bank is open, Jonathan.
I tell you, man, this guy here, he went straight to the bank.
44-42. Knights on top. 4:12 left.
What a competitive game.
Looking inside. He's double teamed. He gets around them. He's a little bit out of control there and throws it away. Here come the Cardinals. Dawkins with a strong move inside. Rolls right in.
What a play.
Terry Dawkins. He looks bigger than 6 feet to me.
He's playing bigger than 6 feet.
And a whistle.
You know, I tell you, Dan, you know, this game is a tale of
30-second timeout there by Charlotte.
This game is a tale of two cities here. Whenever Charlotte Christian is taking the ball down into the paint, they're scoring and they're having success. When they bring their big men away from the basket, that's where they're running into problems. The guards are getting down there and taking the ball and creating havoc for them. It's the same thing for Cardinal Hayes as well.
You look at the high percentage of field goal percentage that Charlotte Christian has, it's because of exactly what you're talking about. They get high percentage shots under the basket. When they break that formula, it doesn't go as well. This is the 4th tie we've had tonight, this time at 44 with 3:49 left. Terrell Brown has checked in for the Charlotte Knights. Schrader spinning around, couldn't get it. Dawkins picks it up. Now it set right in our lap at the scorer's table, and Dawkins lays another one off the glass. That was too close, Jonathan.
That's pretty close.
Your friendly announcers may have been sitting in the back row somewhere. Preston underneath, and we got a foul right there. We'll call it down. Let's see who they call it on. Definitely on Cardinal Hayes. It's on Richardson again. That's his 3rd foul.
It's coming right to you.
Then it looks to inbound to Schrader. Off the glass, no good. Gets a second chance and loses it. We're going to get a foul on Cardinal Hayes, I believe. It's on Toussaint. And that's going to send Schrader to the line. Schrader has 8 points on the night. Well, let's say no, not a shooting foul. He'll inbound it. 46-44. Cardinal Hayes is on top. There's a little confusion now with the officials on what exactly is happening here. They're talking it over. I thought Schrader was fouled, but for a shooting foul, but maybe not.
Looks like Charlotte Christian's ball.
Tharrington will inbound it.
Well,
we'll see what this call is. Lots of confusion right now. Even your friendly announcers were confused. Well,
I thought we were going to be shooting free throws here.
Yep. And I think that's what the Charlotte bench thought too. Preston has it. Schrader's in front. Tharrington flips it up, almost lost the ball. Inside to Preston. Back out front to Schrader. Got a whistle underneath.
There's a lot of contact down low.
Well, that's a double foul. One on Richardson. Did not catch yet. The second one's on Preston. The opposite side of that double foul. So that was Preston's 2nd foul. So once again, Charlotte will inbound it. It goes over Preston's arm. He almost loses it. Into Toussaint. He drives a drive, or Tarrington. He tries a drive, and it doesn't get there. Has it. He's going to fire away a three. No good. Dawkins with the rebound. Another three-point attempt from the left. No good. Schrader with the ball. It's popped out there by Toussaint, but the Charlotte Knights still have it. Charlotte Christian Knights.
And a little half-court press.
They're down by 2 right now with 2:29 left. Cisse checks back in. Richardson sets down for Cardinal Hayes.
Cardinal Hayes' ball pressure is causing a little problems for number 10, Darrington.
2:26 in the third. Second game coming up at 6:45. The championship game, Gonzaga and Roman Catholic. Williams has it. Leading scorer for Cardinal Hayes. Murray tries to get around Preston. That's a hard chore. Ball goes out of bounds. Charlotte will take contested possession. Pressure comes from Cardinal Hayes. Schrader cleanly picks it up and throws it away. He thought Preston was moving left, but instead it didn't happen, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds to the right. Just 2-minute mark right now. 46-44. Cardinal Hayes with the 2-point lead. Underneath, there's Dawkins.
So Cardinal Hayes is spreading the floor now, and now they're just lobbing passes into the middle.
Well. That time Tharrington didn't get across, and they call him for an over and back. Schrader passed the ball in. He probably passed that a little prematurely.
Coach Sean Brown can't be happy about that. His team has had a series of turnovers here. They're not getting any shots. They need to get some offense.
You're right. Schrader sits right down, and he's subbed out. Brown's back into the game for the Charlotte Knights. Head fake. Darrington out. We'll make that Toussaint.
What was it? What's the number? What's the number?
That was on Terrell Brown, the senior guard. A minute 30, 48-44. Cardinal Hayes could increase the lead to 5, but not that time. Adesawan is back in for Charlotte. He replaces Terrell Brown. Shot's good. Cardinal Hayes up by 5. A minute 26 left. Preston spins around Cisse. Cisse with a great block. Takes the ball away from him. Here come the Cardinals. Toussaint goes through the middle, up off the glass, no good. Underneath, Dawkins is fouled. This one will go against Paul Hudson.
Looks like Charlotte Christian is taking a little respite here. They don't seem to have the same energy level.
1 minute 10. Third quarter. Score 49-44, and Cardinal Hayes is on top. Cardinal Hayes in those orange and red white jersey, and that mean-looking Cardinal on both sides of the trunks. Charlotte in the black trimmed out in blue with the old-style Roman numerals, too. Second shot. That's good. Lead opens up to 7.
I think this is the largest lead that any team has had today.
Largest lead with 4 ties in the game. Underneath, oh my goodness. Williams missed the shot there. Or make that Udasawa, he missed the shot. Charlotte clears, and once again, Paul Hudson with a rebound. Underneath, Preston's all alone, and how about that, Jonathan? He slammed that one home.
Yeah, that young man was waiting for that.
Terrible mismatch. He had one of the smaller guards there for Cardinal Hayes, and he just rolled it right over the top. 29 seconds, 5-point lead for the Cardinals. Toussaint and Bennett in a match out front.
So they're playing a man-to-man with a motion offense.
15 seconds. Shot up and no good. Preston's got the rebound. 6 seconds. 4 seconds. Off the glass, Hudson puts it in.
Shot.
Time runs out. What a great shot there. That cuts the lead to 3. We played 3 quarters. The score, Cardinal Hayes, 51. Charlotte Christian, 48.
Dan, this game's going to go down to the wire. These two teams are evenly matched. They're both hungry. It's been a game of ebb and flows. Charlotte Christian takes the lead with a spurt, and then you get a run by Cardinal Hayes. This game may come down to who has the best run at the end of the game.
Well, Paul Hudson is 8 for 8 tonight.
Incredible play.
3 for 3 from the foul line. 19 points. Does it get any better than that?
It gets no better than that. And the young man is playing with a lot of intensity. He's a big, strong kid. He's playing down low, and he's playing good defense.
Charlotte Christian shooting an even 50% from the field right now. Looking on the other side, Cardinal Hayes is shooting 50% too.
Yeah. Well, I've got Cardinal Hayes, but Cardinal Hayes has got 9 less rebounds. They're leading because of turnovers. Mm-hmm. They're winning the turnover war. I think it's that pressure defense, that pressure full court press.
Jonte Williams will inbound. He'll start this 4th quarter. He gets it into Murray. Murray with Tarrington. Sant, quick ball movement. Here's Murray for 3. Yes!
Oh, they still got it. They still got it.
Murray nailed it.
And here comes the press.
Tarrington directing traffic. Deep in the corner. Preston with a 15-footer. Bounces around out. 1 and done that time. There's Toussaint. A lot of contact, but no call. Second chance up off the glass is Richardson. That was a lot of contact.
That was a lot of contact.
8-point lead for Cardinal Hayes right now.
You want to have Preston down low.
Preston has, he spins around, no good. He was triple teamed right there. Going the other way. Whoa, boy, Murray is so quick.
Momentum is changing here, Dan. We're watching it.
10-point lead.
Yep.
Charlotte will take a timeout here, as they should. So Sean Brown has to regroup. We're down by 10 with 6:46 left. You're watching the Gonzaga DC Classic from Washington, D.C.
Well, Dan, I want to thank some more of our sponsors. I want to thank Sheehy Auto Group. Shop for cars online 24/7 at sheehy.com. Also, Subway restaurants. It's delicious food. And Rotunda Environmental Solutions. They're the leader in stormwater management solutions. Additionally, we want to thank Paul and Diane Bagala with Hat Creek Enterprises. They've been a long-term sponsor of the Gonzaga Fathers Club and the DC Classic, as well as PepsiCo, maker of Gatorade, Pepsi, Lay's, Tropicana, and Quaker Oats. And we also want to thank the Washington Hilton on Connecticut Avenue. Expect more in DC. Especially thank Washington Hilton, the Holiday Inn on C Street, and the Capitol Hilton on 16th Street, and the Hyatt Regency on New Jersey Avenue. They've provided lodging for these teams, and we're eternally grateful for them. Thank you so much.
Coach Jonathan, if you're in the Charlotte huddle, and that's your team, and you're the head coach, what are your instructions with 6:46 left?
I'm telling my guys to play patient and play good defense. Stay on your feet and get the ball inside.
The Knights on the attack. Tarrington to Preston. He looks around, bounces it in to Paul Hudson, and puts it in.
I think I would have said get the ball to Hudson.
The combination of Hudson And Schrader and Preston is a good combination.
Yeah.
Schrader's on the bench right now. I suspect he'll be back soon.
Well, if they haven't played with that combination, all three on the floor yet, so it'll be real interesting to see if they'll do that.
8-point lead for Cardinal Hayes right now. This game moves so fast that lead could swing away really quick. Good second chance there by Richardson. He's got it and can't make the shot. Preston with a rebound.
They better help him. Tucson is a quick.
Darrington tries to get it to Preston. He almost lost the ball. Hudson back out to Bennett.
This is where I'd get the ball. Hudson's a player.
Bennett on a bounce pass. Oh, did that look good? Blake Preston bounced that ball to the left side of the basket, and it went in. Great bounce pass.
Now, Dan, I don't profess to have been in the Charlotte Christian huddle, but they've been getting the ball into the paint.
Much better job.
Yeah.
Udasawa completes the and one. 5-point lead.
At this point of the game, the legs are tired, so the jump shots are not going to fall.
There's an official timeout on the floor here. Seems to be the discussion around the Cardinals bench. Charlotte bench is asking the official why he stopped the game. I don't think he was satisfied with the answer, whatever it was. Well, we're back to action, and Toussaint is on Bennett one-on-one. Back out front to Williams, their leading scorer. Pops up a 20-footer, no good.
Dan, the jump shots may not fall.
Probably could have used a little bit more of that shot clock, too, but the lead. Preston has it. He's spinning around, up off the glass, and they're going to call him for an offensive foul. And Coach Sean Brown is not a happy man on that call. He has 3 fouls now. They need Preston in the game. I suspect they won't take him out. They'll let him play it out.
No. I thought by now I'd see Schrader coming in, but.
Now we'll get a timeout. Cardinal Hayes wants a timeout. So with 4:59 left in the fourth quarter, it's Cardinal Hayes 58, Charlotte Christian 53.
Dan, this is a good time for me to go ahead and thank some more of our sponsors. Got a handful more. We're very fortunate to have Hartford Funds invest with us. Their benchmark is the investor, as well as the Black Restaurant Group. They own Black's Bar and Kitchen, Republic, Blackjack, Pearl Dive, Black Salt, and Black Market Bistro. And also Perfect Settings for all of your event and tent rental needs. And finally, the Payroll Network. They tackle human capital management with a single system.
Charlotte's back out on the floor waiting for Cardinal Hayes to break huddle. And they'll take the ball right in front of us. Toussaint will inbound. Like you said, Toussaint is very quick. He's got quick hands. Slaps the ball once, gets it into Richardson. Toussaint back to Richardson. The head fake, drives the lane, puts it off the glass and in.
They take the ball into the paint. That's going to be where the game's going to be won.
7-point lead. Cardinal Hayes on top. 4:38 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hudson. 15-footer is good.
This kid is amazing. Hudson is 9 for 9.
Big night for Paul.
What a great job.
4:23 with a 5-point lead. Cardinal Hayes directing traffic out front. And a whistle inside. Let's see what happens here. That might be an official timeout for an injury. The Charlotte bench says, can we get a break down here? Toussaint is really hurting down there. He's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, he's laboring.
Not hurting enough to shoot a three here. Can't go. Here's Williams.
Dan, I'm telling you.
Williams hit the side of the glass out there.
The game is going to be in the paint.
But Dawkins comes through the lane and slams one in. And gets the in and possibly goes for an and one. Fouls on Hudson to second. Terry Dawkins hits the and one.
Cardinal Hayes shot 2 jump shots, missed them, and then they came in with the score in the paint.
Terrell Brown checks in for the Knights.
We've got Hudson.
Under 4 minutes. 63-55. Cardinal Hayes on top. And the Knights have the ball in their own basket. Long pass out front to reset the offense. Preston spins. Up. Good. 63-57. Clock running at 3:41. Toussaint shovels it down. Richardson lays it in.
You're getting the ball inside, and that's making a difference.
All the way. Udasaba. 65-59. 3:17 for the third place trophy in this DC Gonzaga Classic. Murray quickly gets it back out to Williams. He's around the perimeter. Nobody's under the basket right now. Ball slaps out of bounds, and oh my goodness, I'm not sure about that call. I believe they were going to give it to Cardinal Hayes, but I thought that slapped off of Toussaint's hands.
It looked like it came off Toussaint's hands.
But nevertheless, the Cardinals are going to get possession. With 2:58 now, 6-point lead. Williams has it. 15-foot jump shot. No good. Dawkins doing what he's been doing all night. Drives the paint, and
Preston
is
boy.
in trouble. He's double teamed, and the ball is taken away. Toussaint has it in front. 2:41. Cardinal Hayes up by 6. 65-59. Here's Toussaint again with a 10-footer. Bounces out. Preston has the rebound.
They better come help him. Preston's going to need some help.
A lot of pressure, and there's a whistle. That's a timeout. Official timeout. 65-59. Cardinal Hayes is on top. Only 2:22 left, Jonathan.
You know, Dan, I tell you, I got to give Cardinal Hayes a lot of credit. They've maintained their speed, and they've maintained their tenacity. I haven't seen too many lulls in the game where they've just taken off and just needed to take a break. Coach has done a really good job subbing out the players as he's seen it, they're tired, and putting in fresh bodies. So good job to Cardinal Hayes.
You know, we talked about Paul Hudson on the Knights, and 10 for 10 from the field, 3 for 3 at the free throw line for 23 points.
Phenomenal game. He's been playing the ball real well down low.
Coming down to the wire now, 65-59, Cardinal Hayes on top.
You know, Paul Hudson is was a junior transfer to Charlotte Christian. I'm sure they're very glad he's here.
Darrington gets the ball inbound. He's one-on-one against Williams. Williams playing very tight defense on him. Bennett, the paint, 10-foot shot, bouncing around, no good. Cardinal Hayes with the numbers. Here's Toussaint up off the glass, and no, he's fouled. That almost went that could have spun the other way, and that would have been a big play.
It would have been a huge play.
Fouls inside on Bennett, which is his second. 2 minutes, 5 seconds left. And Toussaint will go to the line.
is the first time I've seen this lineup here now. We've got Schrader as well as Hudson and Preston in the game.
Second shot's good. Schrader to Bennett. Tharrington has it.
Farrington may have to shoot 3.
Up off the glass, and he's slammed back by Richardson.
Wow.
Dawkins, here he comes. Passes off to Williams, back inside the inside to Richardson. Richardson
Winning the
making
game
a difference here in the second half. Minute 37. Got to hurry now. Bounce pass to Hudson, it's blocked. Out of bounds. Once again, the Charlotte bench and Sean Brown wondering where the call is. Schrader has it on the right-hand perimeter. Crisscross. There's a great shot.
They needed that shot right there.
Tharrington hits a 3 and cuts the lead to 6, a minute 18. Whoa, Dawkins is double teamed there. Great block, but not so. But Hudson picks up the foul. Third foul for Paul with only a minute 10 left. Dawkins goes to the free throw line. First shot is good. Timeout, Cardinal Hayes. Minute 10 left. This is a full timeout. Cardinal Hayes 69. The Knights from Charlotte Christian 62.
You know, Dan, I tell you, this has been an exciting game. You know, when I look at the ebb and flow of this game, Cardinal Hayes has been able to maintain a good 5, 6, 7 point advantage for the majority of the fourth quarter. And Charlotte Christian's not been able to close that. I know I've said that they need to score in the paint, but they may need to hit a couple threes now to kind of make this, to close that gap. Cardinal Hayes is playing good basketball. They're getting the ball down and low, and they're scoring in the paint. So kudos to the Cardinals.
Well-played basketball game. Field goal percentages, excellent on both sides. Better than most college games that I've seen.
I think so.
Both teams have really done a good job of driving the paint, though they really have. And that's where you pick up those higher percentage field goal ranges. Dawkins is going to go to the line. Second shot's good.
Okay.
8-point lead. 70-62. Hudson's in trouble. He gets it to Bennett. Bennett is double teamed with that 2-man trap. To Preston. Very close. Almost lost that ball. Tharrington has it. Comes Schrader out of the corner. He's not going to get this. Preston with it underneath. Puts it up and off the glass and good. Heavy, heavy, heavy traffic in there. 45 seconds, and the Knights are down by 6. No, and just at the last second, we thought it was tied up, but nope. Cardinal Hayes gets the timeout.
I tell you.
Full timeout. The score 70-64. Cardinal Hayes on top of Charlotte Christian with only 41.8 seconds left.
So, Dan, you know what I've seen is real interesting here as the game's progressed. Cardinal Hayes has closed the gap in rebounds. Charlotte Christian was leading by at least 10, 12 rebounds, and now they've closed that gap. Cardinal Hayes is just behind by about 3 or 4 rebounds now.
And they've done that without Cisse, who's their leading rebounder of the team.
About that.
Dawkins has been phenomenal under the boards tonight, though. Terry Dawkins is a strong guy, just a junior, 6 feet, but like I said earlier, that's a very underwhelming 6 feet. I think he looks more like 6'4".
Well, you know, he's got big, broad shoulders. He's a big kid. He's got good footwork, and he's quick on the glass. He takes up a lot of space down there in the paint. And I'd have to say number 20 does as well. That is Michael Richardson. Michael Richardson's taking up a lot of space.
Charlotte has 2 timeouts left. Cardinal Hayes is out of timeouts. They may not need it, though, with a 41.8 seconds on the clock, and they lead by 6. Dawkins has it. He's double-teamed in a trap. And right away, here comes Preston, a swipe of the ball. He can't get it. Toussaint somehow gets it out to Williams. 32 seconds. Somebody has to foul, probably, to stop the clock. They double-teamed it to Toussaint. Scramble on the floor. Traveling violation. They called a travel as soon as Cardinal Hayes had possession.
Yeah, they ran 24 seconds off the clock. That was a gamble.
21 seconds. Barrington to
They're
Schrader.
gonna have to shoot a 3.
Schrader drives the lane off the glass and puts it in. Immediate timeout. So, Charlotte Christian calls timeout. 14.4 seconds. Cardinal Hayes 70. Charlotte Christian 66.
Well, Charlotte Christian isn't giving up, but right now their foe is the clock.
They'll have to foul immediately.
I think so, unless they can get a turnover. But it still looks like the Cardinals have a lot of energy. I mean, they've got those quick guards, Toussaint and Williams, and they're pretty good ball handlers. So if they can break the press, they may not be able to get past the clock here.
Cardinal Hayes shooting 83% from the free throw line. That's a great number.
That's a phenomenal number.
Like I said, I don't see that at the college level that much.
Yeah, they're doing great. And look, they've shot 39%, but I tell you, I think the coach had the right strategy. I didn't know if it was going to work because of their endurance, but those kids have proven that they've endured. They started with that full court press, and they got some good turnovers.
.4 seconds. That's all we have. Cardinals will inbound. I believe Murray stepped on the line.
And we've got a turnover.
That's a turnover. Charlotte bench finally gets a call.
Now will be pretty interesting. Three-pointer makes this an interesting game here, bud.
12.2 seconds left. Schrader, when we come back to action, will inbound the ball. Do they go for a 2 or they go for a 3? That will be the question. If they go for a 2, they'll get the ball to Preston, who'll try to drive and pick up an and 1. That doesn't work. They can always shovel it off to Paul Hudson. He's setting there. If they go for a 3, they have Tharrington.
Looks like
in the left corner.
Looks like Coach Sean Brown is wanting to add a couple seconds onto the clock. But they're going to have to shoot a 3.
Preston has it. Spins around, ball high in the air, and he banks it in off the glass.
What a deal.
Charlotte takes their final timeout with 7.1 seconds left, and they are down by 2. What's your strategy here, Coach?
You know, they're going to have to continue that pressure defense, I'm sorry. And yet, if they inbound the ball, they're going to have to foul quickly and hope that they can miss a free throw and come down and get a good shot. 7 seconds is a long time in basketball. 2-point game. If they play good pressure defense, they may be able to stop them from inbounding the ball. But we dialed up an exciting game.
We sure did. People got their money's worth tonight.
Yeah, they did.
70-68. 7.1 seconds left.
It's coming down to the wire. You know, I read body language, and I tell you, the boys from Cardinal Hayes, they don't look beaten. They look like they're ready, but you can tell they've been in a dogfight today. This has been a heck of a game.
You can bet that immediately there'll be a foul, that they'll try to foul. But fouling an 83% free throw shooting team could be difficult, but that's the only option they have at this point.
Charlotte Christian they're revived.
Having trouble getting it in. He finally gets it into Williams. Williams fouled immediately by Bennett.
All right, we'll see if the strategy pays off.
Williams has been at the free throw time one time tonight. He didn't make that shot. We're down to 5.9. Make that 5.4.
This could be a good precursor to this young man's career. He's a freshman.
They get one in the bonus here. The shot rolls in. Both teams are out of timeouts. So this one will have to play out. Missed it. Quickly. Barrington with 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. Schrader from the corner.
Oh, he got fouled. He got fouled.
There's a whistle, I believe. No whistle.
Dan?
There's no time on the clock.
I tell you, there's a little controversy at the end of this game. What a deal.
Goodness gracious.
What a deal.
Schrader hit the floor hard.
I got to give a lot of credit to Charlotte Christian. They played well. They played tough. Really good game.
Really good game it was. The final score, Cardinal Hayes 71, Charlotte Christian 68. Stay with us. We'll come right back with a championship game, Gonzaga and Roman Catholic. But for now, we'll take a break. For Jonathan Love, our sound engineer Sean O'Connor, and cameraman Jerry Eccles. This is Dan Mason. We'll be back shortly.